Well, we're back with tax expert Andrew Poulos from Poulos Accounting and Consulting, and we're talking about how you can get a big refund check or maybe owe less to the federal government 3 days before the end of the year because we're coming up on that deadline. All right, Andrew, let's start with the top 5 tips. You say if you have stocks, then sell some of the losing stocks by Monday, right?
Yeah, by Monday. It's when you execute the trade, so Monday would be the last business day of the year. And the reason we say that is a lot of folks have made a lot of money in the stock market with the appreciation that we've had during the year. So if you've sold some stocks and you're looking for some losses to help offset some of those gains, now would be the time to possibly sell some of those losing positions.
Tip number 2, if you own a business, because we have CBS 46 viewers who own businesses or maybe they're self-employed, they need to buy something quickly, right?
A lot has changed for self-employed and small business owners with the new tax laws. So certainly one of the opportunities is that if you buy something, some assets that you can use for your business before the end of the year and you put them into use by Monday, you can write off 100% of that asset or that expense.
So if you buy a copier, you need to do what?
If you buy a $1,000 copier, you go plug it into your office and put it into use, make a few copies. At that point, you can possibly take that $1,000 deduction in 2018 instead of 2019.
Have to put it into use. Can't just be sitting in the box, right?
Have to put it into use, exactly.
All right. And then for folks who are in college, pay college tuition by Monday. But what if folks say they don't have any money? You know, the money went to Christmas gifts.
Well,
pay college tuition by Monday. Why is that a good idea?
Well, you know, for first quarter 2019, your tuition's probably coming up anyway. So if it's probably already due. If you pay it now versus in the first week of January, you can get possibly some education credits on your 2018 tax return. Depending on the credits, the American Opportunity Credit yields $2,500, and the Lifetime Learning Credit yields up to $2,000 credit, and that's a dollar for dollar credit, which offsets your tax liability. So it's different than a deduction, and therefore my attitude is if you have the money and you're going to pay it next week, go ahead and pay your first quarter 2019 tuition by December 31st.
This next one, I'm on the board of a nonprofit, a charity, and they're concerned about the standard deduction being doubled because they feel that fewer people will donate to charities this year. You say donate stock to charity if you have it.
If you have some stock that's appreciated and you want to donate it, you actually get market value for it as far as your donation as a cash donation. So
give us an example.
Let me give you an example. You've bought, let's just say, $1,000 worth of Apple stock that today is worth $3,000, and you donate it to a 501c3 charity and transfer it by Monday, December 31st. You'll actually get a $3,000 cash charitable donation on your tax return if you can itemize.
Okay.
So I say if because, again, the standard deductions have increased, so we have to take all facts and circumstances into consideration.
And again, standard deduction for individuals is what? It's going from what to what?
It's gone from $6,350 to $12,000.
Okay, so you have to go over $12,000 in order to itemize, right?
Correct. So usually where you're going to get there is if you're a homeowner, you've got mortgage interest, you have property taxes, you have state income taxes that you're having withheld from your paycheck, and throw in some donations, and you can certainly get there.
Okay, that's for an individual. And then married couples.
Married couples have gone from $12,700 to $24,000. That is a little more challenging to exceed. Certainly there is the opportunity for married couples to get there as well. But again, what I tell folks this time of the year with tax planning is maybe you should do what we call bunching your cash donations. So instead of donating some in January and February next year, if you have the money available, go ahead and add to your 2018 donations now to get you over that threshold.
And speaking of that, a lot of people might want to know, okay, in terms of the whole donation thing, what do you need in terms of receipts? Should you, take pictures of it? Should you, what will the IRS accept?
Certainly, and obviously it's, an honesty-based system, but you need receipts. You need receipts from the organization you donate to if it's non-cash goods, meaning clothing, furniture, things along those lines. So you need that documentation from the charity that you've donated, when you donated, what you donated. An itemized list of what you donate is always good to have. So if you donate 10 shirts, 10 pairs of slacks, 2 suits, for example.
But you said something interesting, like let's say my shirt is $50. I can't take $50 off of my tax bill in terms of my donation because it's basically what?
No, you're not taking your original cost basis. So what you paid for that shirt at Macy's or wherever you bought it from for $50 is not what it's going to be today. You're going to donate. You're going to get the donation based on thrift store value, essentially kind of like a flea market value. If you went to Goodwill to purchase something from them, for example, that's what you would get for a charitable donation. You're not going to get your original purchase price.
Let's say somebody is audited because, April 15th, they'll come up pretty quickly. Yeah. What should they do?
They probably need to call a licensed tax professional that can help them out. Audits are a serious business, and oftentimes folks associate audits with where you get an audit, meaning you're going to sit down face-to-face with an IRS agent. Those days are virtually almost non-existent. These days audits are happening with what we call correspondence exams. So you're going to get a letter from the IRS asking you for documentation. If you don't know how to reply, if you don't know what to send in and how to do and follow the process, you might come out on the losing end.
All right, and keep sending us some questions if you can, if you have questions for Andrew. And Andrew, you go to our CBS 46 Facebook page, and just so people know, the information to contact you.
Information, they can contact us locally at 770-938-6300 or online on our website at poulosaccounting.com.
All right, Andrew, thank you so much. Brittany, let's send it over to you.
Before we end the show, a 6-year-old girl has been shot in the stomach in Atlanta. We have crews on the way to the scene. You can get updates on CBS 46 News at 11.
And thank you so much for watching CBS 46 News at 9. Join us tonight at 11 on CBS 46. Thanks to Andrew Poulos for his free tax tips, and we're going to answer your online questions in a moment. So
Not to be confused with tax-free tax.
Bye. See ya.
Thank you, guys.